get to the next level. So when I leave the gym here, my mind's still on my job. It's not just about like, is your head in it? My heart is in it. You know, it's not just about the dough. You have to love it because it's not normal. What can I learn in 8 weeks? You'll find out. And my goal is to beat whoever's in front of me.
Eliminated him multiple times, and that's because I'm tricky. I'm sneaky, and I'm fast.
Headshot, or are you going to the body?
Both, baby. It's going to be a long night for him.
It's as serious in his same approach. If we're in the real world and he takes it serious, this fight should not go longer than about 30 to 60 seconds.
Anthony Joshua reportedly visited Jake Paul's gym ahead of their upcoming fight, creating a buzz around training and pre-fight heated moments. In an interview, Joshua discussed the process of arranging the bout, describing the negotiations and challenges involved, saying it's not easy money. Sources say he emphasized the seriousness of the fight, highlighting both the physical risks and the strategic planning required for a matchup of this magnitude.
Reward. What is the value in fighting Jake for you? What's the motivation in taking this?
So you've got ability and you have marketability in boxing. Now, unfortunately, how it goes is you could have the two best fighters with the best ability, but they don't have marketability. So they won't be able to showcase their talent to the world because broadcasters won't be interested and fans aren't that interested.
Jake Paul continues to show a remarkable level of self-belief ahead of his fight with Anthony Joshua. The YouTuber-turned-boxer has been publicly confident that he can knock out Joshua, citing a playful victory over him in a laser tag game during their first meeting in Dubai. Paul argues that his ability to remain elusive and move unpredictably will allow him to replicate this advantage in the ring. While this confidence has drawn both amusement and criticism from fans and analysts, it underscores Paul's mindset heading into a fight against one of boxing's most experienced heavyweights. He believes that being sneaky, reading his opponent's movements, and exploiting gaps in defense are strategies he can carry from a game into a real, high-stakes match. However, experts emphasize that athletic skill and real fight experience cannot be replaced by confidence alone.
Work! Bring him up! Bring him up! Bring him up! Bring him up! He's not gonna get there without this shit!
Former cruiserweight world champion Lawrence Okolie provided insight into Jake Paul's preparation, offering to assist in sparring sessions. Okolie highlighted the importance of tailored training when facing a fighter of Joshua's caliber, stressing that Joshua does not typically aim for early knockouts. Instead, Joshua relies on experience, strategy, and the ability to analyze opponents during the fight. Okolie's guidance focuses on building Paul's endurance, defensive skills, and tactical awareness, all of which are critical for surviving against a technically proficient and physically imposing heavyweight. He notes that while sparring with quality partners can sharpen reflexes, it cannot entirely simulate the unpredictability and power of a true world-class champion like Joshua.
Brilliant for the sport. And what he's done for especially the women's game and what he is, I think he's fantastic. And he's showing other boxers coming through, look where I've got from this. So you tell me now, in terms of a game plan, what you think.
There's three I see. One of which is, bear in mind, AJ is not I'm going to come out and get this over in 1 round kind of guy. He does do it, don't get me wrong, but that's based off of other people's work. So when you see AJ versus Ngannou and him were having a fight before AJ started landing the great right hands off of Ngannou going southpaw. I don't think AJ's first instinct is to go in and go double jump, uppercut, left hook to the foot and rip into people. He likes to box. He's a natural boxer. So I think he's going to be just going through stuff. He hasn't been in the ring for over a year. He's going to be, popping jabs, slipping, showing a bit of skill.
Commentators Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen expressed concerns that Jake Paul is underestimating the true threat posed by Anthony Joshua. According to Schaub and Callen, Paul's casual approach and confident public callouts do not reflect a realistic understanding of the risk involved. They warn that Joshua's power is not to be taken lightly, and Paul's lack of first-hand experience against elite heavyweights could make him vulnerable. While Paul treats the fight with confidence and even bravado, the analyst emphasized that this mindset could backfire if he fails to respect the skill, timing, and strength that a seasoned heavyweight like Joshua brings to the ring. Their analysis highlights the potential consequences of overconfidence and the dangers of misjudging a top-tier opponent.
Get in the ring. I've done enough sparring, getting hit, that you just know. You're talking about Olympic gold medalists. I don't think people understand how good Anthony Joshua is. They see him against Usyk or they see him against, Ruiz, and they're like, oh, he lost. And they think somehow that because he's nice, that he's not an absolute killer.
I don't think everyone knows that, B.
A lot of people are like,
You're hanging out with the wrong people then. I mean,
6'6", 245. Let me just say this. It's a different ecosystem. Look, Jake's a thick kid. 227 is a lot. It's heavy. He's big. He's athletic. But this is different. You're not Usyk. You ain't Usyk.
Jesus.
You're talking about a very different athlete.
Do you want me to go now?
Please.
With all your rambling here?
Please.
Dude, first of all, before I go in on the cojones on Jake Paul, you have got to.
That's what I said.
Whatever the fuck your criticism of the guy is, whatever. The cojones, the huevos on this fucking kid.
I agree.
To step in there with fucking Anthony Joshua is insane. He deserves all the money.
With 14 ounce
and what he's doing is flipping boxing on its fucking head. And this is exactly what he's there for. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Kudos to him. Kudos to him.
100%.
Now, what bothers me is when you and other people go, I mean, Jake's 6'1", 227. I mean, it's insane. The other guy's 6'6". Jake could be 6'10".
I know.
300 pounds of shredded. What you guys are missing the mark on is Anthony Joshua is a gold medal winner in the Olympics.
High level professional. High level.
No, hold on. World champion. So I don't like it when we're talking like, dude, he's
it's
so
not
much,
a physical
so much
thing,
bigger.
it's a skill thing.
So I'll say this, and I'm not saying it's a fake fight. It's rigged, especially because you got Eddie Hearn involved, and they're using 10-ounce gloves, which is a big deal, and it's 8 3-minute rounds. 10-ounce gloves.
It's terrifying.
That's what you do in professional boxing, heavyweight boxing, which those do nothing, by the way.
They do nothing.
What you guys need to understand is, if this fight's not fixed, no one's taking a fall, cut all that narrative out. But I will tell you this. If Anthony Joshua decides to take this as serious as he did the Francis Ngannou fight, I don't need him to take it as serious as an Usyk fight. I don't take him as serious as fighting Klitschko. That's insane. It's literally impossible to take something like this that serious. If he takes it as serious as he did the Francis, which isn't that serious for him, but if he takes it as serious in his same approach, if we're in the real world and he takes it serious, this fight should not go longer than about 30 to 60 seconds.
TV personalities Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara took a more dramatic angle, stressing the unpredictability of the fight. They emphasized that the extreme differences in skill, experience, and physicality between Joshua and Paul make the bout risky for both fighters. Their primary concern is the potential danger to Paul, suggesting that Joshua may be instructed to temper his power to avoid causing serious injury. The commentators note that while the matchup is compelling from a spectacle standpoint, the safety considerations cannot be overlooked. They argue that this type of pairing is unusual in professional boxing and could lead to unforeseen consequences if proper caution is not taken.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
put in a world heavyweight champion.
But then the cynic,
at the top 4 or 5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do that.
Okay, well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question, how do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, Jay. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather.
Tyson.
No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul.
The one
that you didn't know the name of, yeah.
Logan Paul, right?
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more boxing credentials. He has. Because he
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor, or have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number, and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
4. You
I
gave him the sports bar number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will watch it, actually, if you want the honest truth.
Well, we asked for some calls, and people have phoned up. They're interested in it to have their say. Let's go to Paul, who's a Man United fan. All right, Paul?
All right, P-Dog.
Yeah.
Simon Jordan, a former football executive and outspoken commentator, criticized the fight as unnecessary from a sporting perspective. He argued that Anthony Joshua risking a match with a YouTuber-turned-boxer like Jake Paul does little to enhance his legacy. Jordan highlighted the importance of maintaining competitive integrity in combat sports, suggesting that high-profile athletes should focus on opponents who pose meaningful challenges rather than engaging in spectacle-driven matchups. He believes that while the fight may generate attention and financial gain, it sends the wrong message about the standards of professional boxing and could dilute the sport's reputation among purists and fans of legitimate competition.
It's ongoing for a fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul in December. What does it tell us, Simon? Does it tell us more, as I said in the introduction, about the falling star of AJ or the rising one of Jake Paul?
It tells you that there's a huge opportunity for enormous amounts of money to be generated around a fight that really has no integrity behind it in terms of as a fight, but in terms as a media spectacle and entertainment opportunity. You've got a very talented YouTuber that's built himself into a massive influence with huge following, and you've got a former two-time champion of the world that operates at a very high level of engagement. Whether he's a high level of performer anymore is a different discussion. So it becomes about how much can this fight generate, how many eyes on the prize. I mean, I spoke to his very close friend Michael Jarman about this very fight about 3 or 4 months ago, and he was like, "Oh, what do you think?" I said, "What difference does it make? Oh, it would potentially jeopardize his legacy. His legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact, whatever you think of Anthony Joshua,
It might
as
damage
a fighter,
it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance. But I don't think. I think in the great. I mean, it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
No, but after, when Joshua was at his peak, Simon, if I had said to you there and then, do you know what? Maybe in December 2025, Anthony Joshua will fight a YouTuber.
This is the entertainment business, and Anthony Joshua is an entertainer, and you can't undo the fact that he won the world heavyweight championship twice. And he fought in some great fights.
So why does he need this?
Because he's in the business of entertainment. And if an opportunity is presented to him and someone wants to say that we can monetize this to the huge levels that are potentially available, why wouldn't you? It's a walk in the park.
In a surprising turn during training, Jake Paul reportedly secured sparring sessions with partners from Anthony Joshua's own heavyweight camp, a move highlighted by media coverage as stealing Joshua's sparring resources. Working alongside Lawrence Okoli, Paul used this opportunity to gain insights into heavyweight-level techniques and pacing. While it is common for fighters to practice with partners of various calibers, Paul's access to Joshua's camp gave him a unique chance to observe strategies, reactions, and defensive patterns firsthand. Analysts noted that this experience could help Paul understand the timing and power dynamics he will face in the ring, although no amount of sparring can fully replicate Joshua's skill or knockout ability.
Cruiser to heavyweight, and then Keyshawn is a lightweight. He's never actually fought at the 140 yet, and he looked almost as big. So a lot of like fakery with the weights in the game. But anyway, now Jake Paul is being dwarfed by these way bigger heavyweights like Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, and Lawrence Okoli. Okoli is like 6'4.5", 6'5", and these guys are like 6'3", 6'4", probably. So now Jake Paul is the one that's smaller. So first of all, I will give credit to Jake Paul. Clearly, he's a person who is taking his career seriously. These are quality sparring. I mean, a real boxer, because people say he's not a real boxer, but a real boxer would be using the same guys in their sparring camp. In fact, I just told you Joshua used Lawrence Okoli. I don't know if he sparred with Anderson or Frank Sanchez, but these are all regular ranked heavyweights. So credit to Jake Paul for that. And I mean, he's going to need it. Joshua is a different breed to, like, you know, a Mike Perry when it comes to boxing. Different frame, different size. In case you didn't believe me, right? Jake Paul, this is what MVP Promotions posted. So Jake Paul top sparring, right? Heavyweights. And here's some pictures of Joshua with Lawrence Okoli. And again, Joshua, a big dude, but you see Lawrence Okoli, and he probably was cruiserweight back then. I mean, I don't know exactly when this picture was taken, but he's only like an inch shorter than Anthony Joshua. And now, as he's moved up to the full heavyweight, he has filled out more. You see, he looks even bigger than when he was a cruiserweight. Now, I got to research it, but I want to say I thought Lawrence Okoli was injured, but again, I'm not his doctor, nor do I care. So if he's injured, I'm assuming he was cleared to fight.
Former world champion Chris Algieri provided insight into Anthony Joshua's upcoming fight from the perspective of a seasoned competitor. Algieri emphasized that returning to the ring after a period of inactivity is never straightforward, requiring a careful rebuild of rhythm, timing, and confidence. A boxer must regain their competitive instincts, which are honed through consistent experience in the ring. While Jake Paul does not match Joshua's level of skill or experience, Algieri suggested that the matchup could still serve a practical purpose for Joshua. It offers a controlled environment to sharpen his timing, evaluate his responses under pressure, and maintain physical readiness for more challenging bouts in the future. Algieri also highlighted the unique nature of the fight, noting that the spectacle and public attention surrounding it often overshadow the athletic aspect. The media hype, social media coverage, and viral attention have arguably become as significant as the sporting merit itself. Despite these factors, he acknowledged that the bout provides Joshua with an opportunity to stay active, keep his reflexes sharp, and re-enter the competitive mindset. Even in a lower-stakes environment, the fight can help preserve his form and readiness for upcoming challenges.
From very credible sources. But I will say this, Dan. You said, like, I don't know if it's going to be this, how many rounds. What do you mean? It's going to be a fight. What are we talking here? Like, it's going to be an exhibition? No, it's a fight. You're a heavyweight. You're calling out heavyweights. You're calling out a heavyweight. You're calling out Anthony Joshua, former world champion. You're calling him out on short notice. It's a fight. You're going to wear 10-ounce gloves and you're going to fight 10 rounds. And that's what it is. I don't understand any idea of anything else. Oh, it's going to be 8-2s. Is it going to be 15-ounce gloves? What the hell are we doing? This is boxing. You want to fight a real guy? You're fighting a real guy, which I am very respectful, and I respect the hell out of Jake Paul if he does step in the ring with Anthony Joshua. No matter what happens, kid's got balls of steel, and I applaud you.
Well, the reason I say we don't know yet because Jake Paul has fought in his last fight with Gervonta Davis was going to be an exhibition. They had to do that because of the weight difference. This is still a weight difference here. I mean, Anthony.
No, there's not. No, it's not. It's heavyweight. It's the same weight class.
Well, what do you consider Jake Paul? Cruiserweight or heavyweight?
Heavyweight. How much did he weigh his last fight?
He's fought at cruiserweight. He's also fought at heavyweight. Against Tyson was at heavyweight.
What was his last fight? He's a cruiser. He's a heavyweight.
What was
he
his
was
last
two?
fight?
It was
his last
Mike
fight was
Tyson.
at cruiser against Chavez. Whatever, you know what I mean. Like the reason Gervonta Davis fight.
He fought Chavez after Tyson. I guess Tyson was that long ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was a year ago. This week, I was looking at my Instagram memories. I was in Dallas, Texas, getting ready for me pooping my pants on Netflix. That was about a year ago. Exhibition. These are questions that are asked. These are questions that are attached to Jake Paul events. I am hoping that it's a real fight. I'm hoping that it's 10, 12 rounds. I'm hoping it's everything because I hear it all the time. I hear everyone saying, I'm still getting it. This is not a real fight. There's no way this is happening. Tell me when it happens. There's going to be rules. There's going to be agreement. Joshua's taking the bag. Joshua's taking the dive. There's a handshake agreement. There's a wink agreement. It just never ends. And I get it because I just tweeted this out. Boxing fans are broken.
Boxing analysts have expressed concern over the extreme weight and size difference between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. The disparity raises safety questions, as the risk of injury increases when a smaller fighter faces a naturally larger heavyweight. Many experts have suggested that this fight might have been safer under exhibition rules, which allow for reduced risk while maintaining entertainment value. However, reports indicate that the fight is intended to be a formal professional bout, adhering to all regulatory standards. This decision intensifies both the stakes and the potential consequences, making the matchup a high-risk endeavor for Paul while providing Joshua an unusual but manageable challenge. Analysts caution that while public interest is high, physical safety should remain a priority.
Breaking news, and I can't believe this is leaving my mouth. Anthony Joshua is going to be fighting Jake Paul. Now, this isn't even an exhibition bout. It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be in Miami. It's going to be in December. And Jake Paul, if Anthony Joshua loses to Jake Paul, then that will not make any sort of sense whatsoever. Because on an athletic level, an experience level, a skill level, Anthony Joshua is several levels above Jake Paul. So surely this is going to be an exhibition bout. Surely this is going to be... There's surely going to be some shenanigans here. Because if Jake Paul gets into a real boxing match with Anthony Joshua, he's going to get absolutely destroyed. Like, there's no point in me... Like, I don't even need to break it down. What do you want me to break down here? And this is an easy payday for Anthony Joshua. And you know what? Fair play to him. People are going to criticise Anthony Joshua for fighting Jake Paul, but if he's really going to be fighting Jake Paul, which I don't think he is, then, bro, he can do whatever he wants to him. Literally. But then he just imagine... Oh, it's just crazy to think about. Fair play to Jake Paul, though, if this is a real boxing match. If I see exhibition attached to this... we'll know it's a sham. However, if I see that this is a real fight...
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.